Camera is rolling. Let's start the show. This is not a show, is it? It's not a show. This is reality. No script. The only script is the lyrics, I guess. Okay, so what I'm doing is this. In the past several weeks, I've kind of gone through my original songs, all except for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3. And those last 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know how many it is. I kind of have to relearn those because I don't exactly remember on some. I don't exactly remember the chords. I don't remember all the words, but I do have them recorded, so I'd have to sit and kind of relearn them. And I just hadn't had this. It's Christmas time. I ain't had a lot of time. So what I did was I took all, but I didn't want to try to myself randomly pick what songs I would play every week, because I figured I'd probably favor the songs that I like more, and then the ones that I like less wouldn't get played, and I wouldn't have to practice them. So what I did was I got printed out all the songs, cut them up, and put them in this pickle jar. This is the pickle jar of truth, and I'm just gonna basically do a song lottery, and what I pick I'll do. I just hope that it's not one of the ones that I don't really remember how to play. So we'll see what we got. It's Conditional Love, but I just did that one. I feel bad about that. I don't want to just do one that I just did, like, what was that, a week or 2 ago? Okay, so Mulligan, do-over. We'll try again. Alright, maybe this is a good one. Which way did I go? Chopping block. Okay, I can live with that. I'm gonna leave this one out. It's not gonna go back in, and once I rotate through all of them, then I'll put them all back in and start over. And any new songs, I guess, that I do, I guess I'll add them to the mix. Alright, so chopping block. And there was 2 versions that when I first wrote chopping block, I don't need my glasses. First version of it was really slow and boring. That's the reason because it first started out. So it was really kind of slow, but later I kind of hipped it up and maybe I will. What if I do the slow version? Maybe I'll do the slow version, or we'll just see what happens. See what happens. Okay. You say hope is something you can't afford. Well, I wonder what the going rate is, 'cause I might could spare a dime if it's not too expensive. Honey, I know you've been confused about which way to go, but I'm tired of feeling used, and I just thought you should know that I can't be something I'm not. I feel like you got me on the chopping block. You didn't strike while the iron was hot. Someday you'll say you wanna turn back the clock. You say you don't want anything serious, yet you act like I'm your man. Done drove me down near delirious. So woman, you got to understand that if you can't let me in, well, I guess this is farewell. I wish you all the best, dear. Hope I didn't cause you too much hell, 'cause I can't be something I'm not. I feel like you got me on the chopping block. You didn't strike while your iron was hot. Someday you'll say you wanna turn back the clock. But it may already be too late. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry it's too late, 'cause I can't be something I'm not. Feel like you got me on your chopping block. You didn't strike while the iron was hot. Someday you'll say you wanna turn back the clock. It started out pretty good, and it kind of got horrible at the end. That was Chopping Block. I don't know if I ever talked about chopping. There was there was this girl. This was post divorce, single dad. Two small, two young kids, and had not focused much on dating. Focused more on raising kids and everything. And I think I met this girl online. I think I met her online, and she was, lived in the area, and she was also divorced. She was also divorced. She had one kid, and so we would go out, and got good vibes off of her. Didn't ever catch her in a lie. Didn't ever catch her playing any games. But we could only see each other at certain. I wasn't gonna bring anybody around my kids unless I knew them good, and so basically every other weekend is the only chance we had to go out or whatever. And then some of those every other weekends didn't match up because maybe she had her kid sometime or whatever, or it could be something. It was always weird because she was worried about. Basically, it all had to be kept on the down low for her benefit because there were issues. She had a medical condition. I don't want to say what type of medical condition, but it's not something that would bother you from day to day. So fully functional and everything. It's just one of those things that could happen, I guess. And the doctors weren't sure if it, ever would happen. I mean, it had happened before. Wasn't sure if it would ever happen again. One of those type of things. And so her ex was kind of holding that over her head, saying that he could go and get the custody of the kid, full custody. They were joint sharing custody. And so if she did anything that he didn't like, he had this card in his sleeve of her condition to run to his lawyer and file for, make the court aware of this so that he would be awarded full custody or whatever. So I was sympathetic to that, understood. But then after a while, it just got to be like, wait a minute, I'm grown. Why am I doing this? It's like the feeling of teenagers, hoping to, I hope this weekend I'm not grounded and I can go out and, just wanted another adult that I could spend time with when I had free time. But yeah, tumultuous type of relationship. Well, there was times it was good too, but it was just too few and far between because we'd have to jump through hoops about this nonsense. And then okay, so I may go long tonight because this is a good story, I guess. This is how good songs get created. I don't know if this is a very good song, but this is a good story. maybe I did a poor job of putting it down on paper, but it was a good story. So one night, because whenever we met, we would have to always be, I was trying to keep it on the down low, so her ex wouldn't find out that she was seeing somebody or going out or whatever. So, so one night, and this is her story. This her claiming this. It's what she told me. I don't have anything. I never caught her in a lie, so I don't have any reason to believe that she was a big liar. Because there were points where, you know, I'd already been through a divorce and I had been cheated on and other stuff. So my detector for knowing when somebody's bullshitting me, it had been developed. It had had enough exercise and practice that it was all right. I could kind of tell, because I was very, very skeptical of anything that a female would tell me. But there was never any evidence from her, never any vibe, nothing, that she was not, being honest. But one night, she claims that the ex-husband, broke in, got one. Maybe he had a key. Maybe he somehow had a key to her place. But he went in and climbed into bed with her. And I want to say she said he had a gun, but or did she have the gun? Maybe she had the gun. I think maybe that's what it was. She freaked out on him, and maybe she did I guess she did have a gun, and she pulled it on him and made him leave. So that's when the next morning she called me, and it was on a weekend. I was surprised, wasn't expecting to hear from her, but she was like, she had finally come to the conclusion she had enough. This too far. It's enough, and I will do what I want to do. And I think she had her kid. I had mine that weekend, I think. And we all just decided to go bowling. We went bowling and came back and, ate and everything. And it was so there for a little bit it was cool. But then there was more then it went back to the being worried about, what the ex might do or whatever about her condition or whatever. And then there was the next possible weekend that we could get together. I guess, I can't remember if it was the next one exactly or if there were more in between, but she was, we were supposed to meet up, and like that day, she called me and said that, there was an old friend or something, it was a female, a classmate or whatever, was going to be in town or something, and she was going to go and meet with them. And I was like, okay. It got mad, and then she got mad that I got mad. And that got me even more mad because I knew we had plans ahead of time, and then this was like, almost time for me to, be off work and everything and get prepared for the evening. And I'm getting a call, oh, well, we're not doing that anymore. And so that pissed me off. And so then I told her, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I mean, that was the nail in the coffin. Then later, I don't think we ever went out anything again, but she did like text me or message me after that and say that her ex did take her back to court and get custody of the kid. So then that made me feel bad. And that's where the part, I hope I didn't cause you too much hell, was put in. But yeah, that was an ideal situation for a song. And I lived it. Anyway, we're already at 21 minutes. I hope nobody watches this anyway. And anybody that did decide to watch it, they have long since turned it off because I've bored them to death. Okay, so I got a cover. I did practice a cover. And it goes out to my daughters, who are both fans of this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of parents will be able to relate. Okay, so glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the king. The wind is howling like a swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good boy you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Funny how some distance makes everything seem small, and the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I am free. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. That perfect boy is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. You can't beat that. I like this. I actually like that song. And I've had multiple requests for it by a certain little person. But it's fun. It's a nice song. It's not a bad song. Okay. All right, fools. I guess that's it. It's kind of chilly, so I kind of want to go back inside. Join me next week when we have another song lottery. It's not Christmas yet, and I'll do another one before Christmas, but Merry Christmas, I guess. And go get your Christmas shopping done. Call your mother. Make yourself useful. What are you doing? Why are you wasting all your time watching videos and stuff? Go out and live. Do something. Get a job. I don't know. I'm just playing. Can't think of anything else. I guess that's it. I will catch you next week. So take it easy.